forgot you had a joint in your mouth?
I do it all the time.
Oh.
This probably been sitting.
You do it in your ear. I do that shit too.
Listen, it's probably been sitting there like that for the last half hour.
Yeah?
It's easily could have been. I just wasn't conscious of it. It's just a shake joint anyway.
Well, that's what this is about to be. It's a shake joint. A shaky shake.
Shaky shake?
Yeah. Good shake. So Zane is talking Thursday.
What?
Do a DNA show on Thursday.
A DNA show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because by then, the other two sorbets will be ready. Or, well, sorry, let me rephrase that. The other sorbet will be ready. And the 18 should be ready.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just smoke on those and
enjoy.
Try them out. Maybe I can find, like, I don't know anybody that's got DNA genetics around here. Like, there's no one growing it, really.
What did you go on that weed map or something and find out?
Yes, you can.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
What,
weed
maps?
map or something like that?
Yeah, there's weed maps and Leafly.
And what?
Leafly?
Oh, okay. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, Leafly is it's the same thing except for it's more based on the cannabis itself. Like, you can go there and find out a bunch of stuff about strains. Shit like that.
More in depth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's got a lot of, like, it's, yeah. They did it. They spent more money. They spent more effort on the strains than they did the actual dispensaries. I think on Leafly. I think it's more about, like, finding that kind of stuff out because it's a good database of strains that are out there in the market right now.
Gotcha.
Which I don't know what strains are on the market. There's so much shit.
Just so much.
Like, everyone's got.
There's no way you can keep up with that.
Yeah, everyone's got their. Supposed to be getting Slurricane.
Oh, really?
And Purple Punch.
Wait a minute. Didn't we have that? We did that, didn't we? A couple weeks ago.
It got okay ratings.
Yeah, it did.
It got good reviews.
Mm-hmm. It was smokable.
But
and what else? You said two different strains.
Purple Punch.
Purple Punch. I've never heard of that one.
Well, Slurricane is a Purple Punch cross, so. And Purple Punch is something you will be really ecstatic about because you love the Larry.
Yes.
It's Larry crossed with purple.
Oh.
With Granddaddy Perps.
Get out of here. No, it's not. Oh, wait till you taste that stuff. Ooh.
We'll see if
it's a real thing. Really that.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to taste unbelievable. You'll taste this. Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
Because Larry, and then OG on top of that. That Larry is really good.
Not OG. Well, Larry OG crossed with Granddaddy Perps.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Larry OG is own strain.
Oh, yeah. Larry OG is, they love that in the more urban areas.
Mm-hmm.
They love that strain.
Most OGs they just love.
What is that? Is shaking that joint right there? It don't taste like it. Oh, okay, that's not shake, really.
It's my shake.
Yeah, right, but it's not shake. Now, what is this?
TS4, well, sorbet number 4.
Oh, okay, look at the buds.
I know, they got real big, beautiful rock hard buds.
I know.
Same as like Deadhead, it's got the
almost look prehistoric.
Density, and it's a showstopper. That definitely could win an Indica Cup.
Look at that. That's nice.
I know. This is one of the big tops.
It's got a good smell too.
I know.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice quality smell.
She tastes like a glue to me. Smells like glue too.
Yeah, it does have a little glue smell to it.
We'll be trying that on Thursday.
Now, what was that called again? The one you just put in the jar?
Sorbet number 4.
That's number 4.
No, it's just sorbet.
That's
the
the
name of it. Yes.
Right. There's not 4 of them.
Well, no, there's 2 of them.
Okay.
I've labeled them for my purposes as TS4 and SS4.
Right.
Because remember, the one was 1.5 ounces, and the other one was like a quarter of an ounce.
Quarter of an ounce.
Huh?
Do you have money?
Yeah, there's some up in the cupboard. Take the $100 bill.
Huh? You mean take 100?
Yeah, because I gotta.
You want cash? You want change? This? You want to take this?
Actually, here.
I'm just saying, one picture and there's something 120.
Oh, okay. Then that's good.
That should be enough to get two.
Okay, here's. Here's.
Okay, I bring it back.
I know you will. So, it's good, man. That TS4, the SS4, I smoked that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's good too.
Good.
Like halfway through a joint, I'm like, oh my god.
So we're continuing to grow those, right?
I will at least grow everything twice.
Got you.
Because, rephrase that. Everything that doesn't hurt me.
Right.
Twice. Or doesn't look completely.
Fucked up.
Yeah, like I don't really want it. Because there's certain bud structures I'm really looking for. You know, I'm not looking for.
Wow, this really tastes good.
Yeah, I want to have. I don't want. Because I have stuff that can replace replace most people's shit. I already have 2 legit keepers. 3, if you count 18.
Is this what we just did today?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
Oh my god. Here, take this.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous,
Alright,
but
so
good.
I was listening to Ari Shafir's podcast today, and he had Jimmy Dore on there. And this guy is on the internet, and he calls himself a progressive, which, listening to him, I agree with, because I consider myself a progressive too, in a sense. Fuck the wars. You spent they just gave $80 billion to the military. They just were like, boop, boop, here's $80 billion. And they're bailing out the banks without even telling us. No idea that shit's happening.
Yeah, we got this little shadow government going on.
It's not even a shadow anymore. It's a goddamn cloud that literally no one gives a shit and just looks at it and is like, ooh, that's a cool, pretty cloud.
Well, we're obsessed with war anyway.
Why?
Because no.
That's what it feels
Well, yeah, it's money too. It's money and everything, but that's just our origin story.
Well,
As a country, not as individual people, but as a country, we've been in wars all along. What are we? How old is this country?
just over 200 years old.
Or is it just over 300 years old?
17.
The bicentennial was in 1976.
Yeah, 200 years.
That was in 76.
Right, and we're not even close. We're about 250 years along.
Okay, by
Because
250.
2076 will be 300 years.
Right.
Yeah, so we're at 2019. So about
So
halfway there.
So we're one of the younger countries, but we're the biggest warmongering nation, other than probably China. That's
China
going
war
on.
wagons? I
Huh?
don't see China in every country with their troops and shit.
Oh yeah, all over the place, man.
I'm sure they are. They're a huge goddamn.
See, they don't do it like we do it. See, they just send a whole bunch of spies and a whole bunch of workers into your country. They don't come with the military shit right away. They come in and they learn your language and they teach you Chinese. This is what they're doing in Africa. They learn your language and they'll also open schools and they'll teach you Chinese.
Yeah, Mandarin's going to be the next
Yes,
language.
and that's what they're doing in Africa. Okay, they're taking over the continent, man. And the Africans aren't going to complain.
No.
They're better off than they were before. You understand what I'm saying?
Some kind of leadership is better than no leadership.
Right. Plus, they're not hung up in that communism, Americanism shit anyway.
Capitalism, communism.
Yeah, they're not hung up in that shit anyway.
Why would they be?
They didn't went through so many different imperialisms.
Imperialism.
Yeah, from different countries.
Sure.
Dutch,
Being
English,
occupied,
French,
Spain.
German, everybody. We're down there. You know why?
Resources.
Yes. Spices. They didn't have any spices in Europe.
Because spices
Didn't have
don't
salt.
grow in the cold. They need the warm.
Didn't have salt. Well, they had very little salt. They had salt, but very little. But didn't have peppers. Didn't have spices. Didn't have coriander, cinnamon, cocoa,
Sugar.
all of that.
Sugar can't grow in Europe either.
And so, that was like paradise when they were down there.
Dude, no wonder. Like, you think about the way we are right now without real vices. You know what I'm saying? The wars are not over vices like they used to be. Like, wars used to be over coffee, tea.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Now they're over oil, I guess.
Well, oil and
shit
certain kinds of metal,
metals.
and metals and shit
Rare metals.
that they need for batteries and spaceships and shit like that.
True.
That's why Elon Musk, from what I understand, he went over there and bought cobalt mines. Oh, then he leased them for 99 years.
He's from there, isn't he? He's from there. Hey.
But he leased these cobalt mines because I think it's cobalt that they make batteries out of.
Yeah, they make batteries out of it.
So he got a 99-year lease on them. So he'll be able to make his batteries for the next 99 years.
Well, those might not be the batteries of the future.
Well, I mean, they're not going to be the batteries of the future, but right now they are the batteries.
I might want to get one of those Mustangs. Those Mustangs look nice.
I want one too.
Mach-E's.
I know, I do too. It's electric. I know, they're beautiful cars. But I wish I could afford
Have a
it.
good holiday if I don't see you.
I wish I could afford one here.
They're not going to be that expensive.
They start at 46.
What, the new ones? Are you sure?
I checked into it. It's on mine.
Then you might as well get a fucking Tesla. You
Yeah.
get a Tesla for 30.
Well, I mean, I like both of those. I'd take a Tesla or
I don't know about that truck though. I'm a little off on that truck. I get it.
why?
I don't know. It's not my. For one, I'm not even a truck person.
Well, I'm not either.
So right there,
I'm not a truck person,
but I do like a nice ride. Like some of those real badass like Raptors, the Ford Raptors and shit. Those are badass trucks.
but see that I think that Tesla truck is ahead of its time as far as design and shit like that. Now, and he hasn't done up a luxury one yet.
I don't think he's going to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah. There's gonna be 3 different models of the pickup truck.
Yeah. Well, I think they're all dealing with the battery, aren't they? Usually his models deal with what battery size you get. All
Yeah.
with the basic standard
Right.
stuff. It's just how long you can charge, how much you can tow.
How far I can go on a charge,
Yeah.
all of that shit. No, I would love having an electric car, man. It'd be nice to have one of those babies.
Well, eventually, the market will be there.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna take some time.
I don't think it's going to take that long. I mean, it's going to take some time before everybody's driving an electric car, true. But I think they're going to be really selling a lot of them
I
over
think
the next
Ford-
5 years.
Yeah, I think Ford getting into the game and doing what they're doing, where they're gonna start putting charging stations all around the fucking planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Helping Elon get into the next step.
right.
I think Ford is gonna, because if Ford can get into that market and actually
Well, it's Ford.
survive with it,
You know, it's Ford and Volkswagen together. It's Ford and Volkswagen.
yeah, I know, working on the stuff.
Yeah, working on getting electric things all over the world. You can just drive your car anywhere and
Right.
plug in somewhere.
Right. That's what I'm saying, a charging point. But then again, some fucking company I just heard today has an option of a solar panel.
Solar panel for the top of the car.
Yeah, that'll do
I
3
heard-
hours of driving or
I-
300.
300 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like, how long before it's paint?
But see, that's what I'm saying. We get ready to just launch it. We get in 5 years. We're gonna do like 25 or 30.
And that's
years
why
worth of
these
future.
people in fucking this Middle East are so holding on to power the way they are. That's why everything's happening the way it is. That's why Trump's in power. That's why all this is happening. They know that they don't have a choice. They know that at some point, technology, like everything, technology took away money from tons of people over the last 100 years.
Oh fuck yeah.
People who thought they had years and years and years of life, just, it was the same stuff you just trimmed up.
This right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's so hard. It's hard nuts too.
I know, they're dead.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? And I see them being scared because once the people, because the guy said something today about something that top 10% of the population get whatever they want whatever their will is gets enacted. So if 10% of the people want something up there, it still gets enacted. If 50% want it, it still gets enacted. If, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter the percentage. But the bottom 80%, nothing gets enacted for them.
You can forget it.
Yeah, there's no chance. All the shit they want,
The only time stuff gets done for them is when they protest.
and even then,
Vigorously.
Dude, the way he was talking about Obama, it's like, holy shit. You forget, you look back and you go, you're right. The only two Democrats we've had since Carter are basically Republicans from the Carter era. If you put them in the Carter era, they're fucking
They would be Republicans?
Yes. You know,
They're definitely what I call liberal conservatives.
even fucking Obama had said it. The guy said Obama, I don't know if this is true or not, I have to find the speech, but he claimed that he said that he was moderate Republican, basically.
Well, what the Republicans used to be.
Mm-hmm.
He's not talking about the Republicans of
No,
today.
that's what he's saying. He's
Right.
saying he's a moderate because the Republicans, because as the Democratic
If he was,
Party goes
if he was
by-
a Republican, he would be a moderate.
right. None of these people that are in the Democratic Party, minus a few in the not in Congress, but in the House of Representatives,
Right.
the new people, none of them are fucking left. They're all right. They're all like middle, center, right. They all vote towards the right,
Well, yes, they do.
towards the powerful.
That's why it's hard to get health care taken care of. That's why and they've stained the name socialism.
Yeah,
They made it something negative, and it's not.
they've been working on that for 30 years.
And see what they do is they say the same thing over and over again, and people of weak minds start to believe it after a while. They don't do the research,
They just believe it themselves
but they're made to believe it by repeating it over and over again.
because they've heard somebody else repeat it 1,000 times. They're just repeating what someone else
Wait,
said.
just look at what every time Trump talks, he says the same thing
Oh, I know.
over and over again.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely
reinforcing the negative.
He plays the dictator.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He's good at that.
He's always played.
But you know what?
Since he was on TV, when he was he acted like a dictator
I never watched
on his
that
show.
I never watched.
I never either, but
you
it's
know what?
literally him going, "You're fired. I rule everything. You're fired."
You know what?
Like you have no say in the whole situation.
I'm done with him. When I say I'm done with him, I don't give a fuck whether he becomes president again or not.
Oh, he's going to.
I'm just going to ignore the fuck.
Mark it down.
I don't care about.
He's going to.
I don't care
become
what he
president.
does. I don't care how he does it. Because if Americans are so complacent,
I know.
they want to put up with this crap. You know, I don't know. I studied when I went to school. We had courses called government
Yeah.
and civics, and you learn how the government worked. You learn what the House of Representatives were, what the Senate was, how the sharing of power, and the president's power. I don't think Trump ever had civics in school.
Why would he? He never went to school.
He couldn't have had.
You know he didn't. You know he was Billy Madison. His dad paid for him to get through school, and Donald Trump is basically Billy Madison if he was greedy. Billy Madison, the character in the movie, you remember that movie?
Oh yeah,
was just a lazy bum who wasn't greedy.
right.
And if he was greedy, he would have been just like Trump, because he basically spent his whole life being told he was better than he was, and then at some point they were like, "Fuck it, we're going to tell you the truth." No one ever told Trump the truth, or if they did, they got fucking fired or killed. Because to think that Donald Trump, a mob guy, hasn't had people offed is fucking insane.
You know
The
what?
dude lived in the fucking 80s and flourished
at this
in
point,
the worst time of the fucking 70s and 80s when New York was at its
But
worst.
he acts and talks like a mob boss. He does. That's the
I
New
know.
York thing. But like I said,
They
I'm
all, like, my-
not going to let him get on my nerves anymore.
Well, it's not on my nerves.
Oh, it's on my nerves.
I don't really care.
I'm going to do
It's completely out of my control. so
I'm going to
I don't
zen
know
it.
about
From the,
That's what I do.
I'm
That's what
zenning
I do. It's out of my control. It's
I'm
something
zenning
that
it.
I can't. There's nobody that's listening to me ever in my life that is going to be like, "Oh shit, you're right. I don't like him no more." If you
Right.
like him and you're in my life, you're for some reason like him. I
Yeah.
can't explain it.
I can't either.
And there's nothing I can tell you to make you not like him.
Don't
And there's
try.
nothing he can do.
I'll stop trying.
Yeah, so it's like it's out of my control now.
Yep.
Stop worrying about it, like death. At some point, I realized I don't have any control over that.
None whatsoever.
So why worry about it?
Just go with the flow.
Yep. Hopefully Bernie gets in. Hopefully it's Bernie and Tulsi Gabbard as a ticket.
I don't care.
That would fucking win.
I told you I'm done. I don't care.
I'm voting.
I'm zenning. Oh, I'm going to vote.
I'm going to pay attention.
Oh, no, I'm going to vote. But I'm not going to let it get into my space.
No, but I'm just saying. I hope that's the ticket
Of
I'm
course.
voting for is Sanders, and because it's a moderate in Gabbard to control what people. And I don't even think fucking Bernie's crazy liberal. I think he's progressive, but not like he just wants things that can be done. It's already mathematically been done in other countries.
Really?
Why can't it be done here?
It can be, but the Americans have been brainwashed to the point where they don't even, they don't know. See, the problem with America is, most of America, and I hate to say this, but it's true, most of America are low information. They don't research nothing, they just hear something, and it's like I said, if somebody repeats it 20 times, they'll start repeating it.
Yeah, it's easy to get into like that, especially
Yeah.
if you're depressed or things of that nature.
Downtrodden.
They feed into that. They feed into that mentality. It keeps you there.
That's what Hitler did.
What?
Exactly what Trump is doing. Trump is just following Mein Kampf, that's all.
Yeah, I know. He's following every fucking dictator's playbook. Again, it's not nothing new. Everything he says, you hear it and you go, you either hear it and go, yep, that makes perfect sense, or you hear it and go, that sounds like someone a dictator would say.
Yeah, well, I've heard a dictator say that before.
Yeah, it's like, so it's like, and it's exactly what they were dealing with
But-
back in Russia, Nazi Germany. That's what they're dealing with in Turkey right now. There's a percentage of people who don't like the guy for his policies, and there's a percentage that think he's the greatest thing in the world.
But
Sliced bread.
he has no capacity for reason. Is the thing, like
Who?
Trump?
Well,
like,
yeah, that's true.
But that's what a leader needs to do. They have to be able to communicate with people, not just say it's my way or the highway.
Well,
and that's
yeah.
all he does.
Or it's I'm going to fix it. Again, it goes back to he's
Only I can fix
yeah
it.
he's
Oh,
playing that
yeah.
playbook.
Ugh.
That old only I can fix it. What are you telling about?
You got the old lighter, right? Just want to make. I didn't see it in there. Just want to make sure it was left in the ashtray.
Yeah. He's a master at being an idiot.
Well, because he is an idiot. It's not hard to be an idiot when you're an idiot. When you believe the shit that comes out your mouth. Because to be honest, he believes everything comes out his fucking mouth.
Everything that comes
He's
out
like
of
Cartman.
Fox News.
They projected him a long time ago, and it's Cartman. Even about himself. He believes his dick is big. He believes that he's a good lover. He believes that he scored Melania with his good looks and not his money. He believes he's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he believes all that shit.
Yeah,
It's really in his
it's
head.
real
You're
to
never
him.
going to change him.
Man,
Just like the people who follow him believe him. Because half the people love him because of his show. Because
Yeah.
they want to be like him.
Because
They think they can, if they were in that position, they'd be the same way. Oh, you'd be a greedy dickhole? That's what you're telling me. Yeah, that's the way to be.
I'm good.
But, yeah, who knows? Okay, thanks, babe. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It is what it is.
Well, then,
Where's your wallet? I want my card back before I forget it.
it's in my coat.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So I shouldn't bring it up, is what you're telling me.
No, that's not what I'm telling you. I'm telling you,
Somebody's gonna not think about it.
no. You can bring it up all you want, and we can discuss it, but I'm not going to let it get to me.
Oh, I don't
See-
let it get to me.
Oh, no, see, I used to let it get to me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What? Why? Because is it bother you because you guys are the same age-ish? You're
No,
from the
it
same
bothers me.
generation?
It bothers me because I know what America's supposed to stand for,
Right,
and-
and it's from your generation.
and I've seen. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't make any difference. What I'm saying is,
Well-
I've seen so many presidents, fucked up ones, good ones, some that just didn't do shit. They were just, there.
I can't
And this guy,
takes the cake.
you can't be insulting people. Got negative nicknames for people. All that petty shit.
Let me ask you, Rudy. because this is something that I ponder all the time. What's worse, somebody who's out to maliciously, like, affect the country, a true dictator, or I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think that he's just a blind dictator. He's completely
he's doing
ego-inflated.
exactly what he wants. He's making you look at this while he's siphoning money like this.
I mean,
He's literally everything. Think how much money his hotels have made off of him since he's become president. Think how much money his golf courses have made off him because of they paid over $100 million
he's nothing more than
to
a
his
town
golf
boy.
course for him to play.
But wait a minute.
A scam artist.
Think how much
I get
money.
that. That's my point, though. That's
Think
what
how
I'm
much
saying. He's over here talking like a dictator to piss me off, and then to catch the people who he knows he can catch. That while at the same time he's literally making hundreds of millions of dollars off the people with his golf courses, his other shit, taking bribes from Saudi Arabia.
This was all.
But that's what I'm
shit.
saying. But the point I'm making is this: that's the money we know about. There's a whole bunch of shit under the table we don't know.
That's what I'm
anything
saying.
about.
That's why he's up here talking like he
But
is.
I
He
think
knows if you be a loud dick, people will look at you.
I think some tapes are gonna pop up in the next 2 or 3 days.
Maybe. Because think about it in
That'd be
wrestling.
beautiful.
He learns everything he's playing is from a wrestling playbook.
He would put the flap down.
Please. He knows that 50% of the population, the wrestling population, always loves the heel.
Yep.
He knows that.
Yeah.
And he plays the heel perfectly. He's been playing it the whole time. That's all he's doing is playing the heel. Because he knows that it doesn't matter.
All right,
If
but
you don't like me,
you know,
there's 10 people who will
Oh,
give
yeah,
me
you
more
love
money.
me.
Yeah.
you know as much as I do that like the shit you talk is what you become. And like he can play the dummy, but you talk that dumb shit for too long,
Oh, no,
and
no.
you're gonna be dumb.
He is dumb. I'm not
Oh, he is.
saying
Oh, no, he
is.
is.
He's
He's a
only
moron.
alive because his parents were mob people.
He's a moron.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the mob connections, I don't think he'd be alive. He ripped off so many people. He never paid his debts. He never paid anybody for any work that he ever had done. He took his charity money and just blew it on himself. I mean,
He owes a whole bunch of states.
like it has
money from his little the little
His New York-
rallies he has.
his New-
He owes 5 different states. $500,000 here, 250,000 here. He's never paid them.
Is New
for the
York
rallies.
still supposed to sue him for in New York? I know, like New York,
Oh,
New
he's-
Jersey, and
No,
all
New
these,
York's
like,
trying to get
private-
his fucking.
When he gets out of office, he's gonna be in so much fucking trouble.
Oh, I hope he
Oh,
gets
he'll leave the country.
put in jail.
He's gonna try to.
I
Yeah.
no, I
There's
don't.
no going to try to. They'll just leave. Or they'll just let him go like they did George Bush. Remember, George Bush has been charged for war crimes.
Yeah, George Bush.